We have Andy from HP SitePrint and Peter from Building Point. And we're going to be talking about, which I thought at first was, like an equivalent to a robot vacuum. This is absolutely incredible. I thought it just drove around and did measuring. Oh, no. It can do measuring, it can do depth, it can do floor leveling. It's a site printer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Indeed.
So what do we do on the show? It's not so much about the show. On every construction job that we are on, even residential, my guys will go in, we get on our knees, and we will print the whole layout on the floor. Here's what I'm saying. I don't have to get on my knees.
Yeah.
I don't have to use chalk line. I draw circles. Like you showed me this in the warehouse, and you printed my name like it was nothing. Round circles, doorways, and right away it started to click into my head. Holy cow. I don't have to get down. All I do is you got a remote control.
So PCL used this over at the airport in Vancouver. They were redoing one of the duty-free shops. So they figured on traditional layout, they would have had 160 hours of layout time alone, amounting to about $13,000. They got into the SitePrint, had the drawing, preloaded it in there. They went out, they did the entire layout printing in 4 hours. So they saved roughly about $10,000 just in layout costs on the job alone.
So not seeing my kids get into what I've been doing all my life and being part of Skills Canada. That's how we are meeting right now, is because my daughter. You had a remote control in there to drive this around to get it to, I guess, the point of what you wanted it to do. And that remote control was strictly just for that, to stay in line with the camera, right? What would that camera be?
So it's the total station. So all it does, measures angles and distances continuously. So it'll reference to those same control points we talked about earlier, and then it knows where it's oriented, and then it'll actually measure to the little orange prism on the top of the SitePrint so that it knows where it is in relation to those control points.
Okay, let's get into the survey world, because this is what I was thinking. This is what survey guys do, right?
Right.
But they don't come into, let's say, a hospital and mark every single plug and mark. Now, all they're doing is surveying for the site where the walls are going to be, and the rest is then up to man.
Right.
Now this is the new man.
Yeah, so I surveyed for almost 20 years out in the field. So typically what we used to do, we'd come in and we'd lay out a couple of grid line intersections up on a deck. And from there, all the trades guys would, snap string lines and pull the tape measure.
And that was my job. So I was a concrete contractor for a long time. And really since I was 12, I was finishing concrete. But I'd have to take over from a guy like Peter and interpret and pop lines on the deck if it was an elevated slab. And it's tough. It's tough.
But you're not going to cover electrical, HVAC, plumbing.
Exactly.
We're all in there one aspect.
We're all in there on top of each other. Right. That's another issue. Whereas with this, you can just, you don't have to, but you can combine it all and just get it all in one go.
Well, to me, it's a no-brainer. It's like,
me too.
Why would you not use
exactly.
this?
And I mean, you're in the industry, so you understand that, the architects will issue a new drawing, but they only issue part of it. So somebody's working on Rev 2, some of them's on Rev 6, and sometimes people just forget to send the revision out to all the trades. Well, this eliminates all that because everything's all into one. You can do it all from one stance. So what we're seeing out of some of the GCs now is instead of requiring layout to be done by the trades, they require coordinated models so that everybody's model fits together into one, and then they're going out there to print everything.
Yeah, because you would have like CAD drawings for electrical, CAD drawings for plumbing, CAD drawings for absolutely everything. And you're combining them all together so this guy can do it. You said that you could do this with not even the roof on. How long does the print stay on the ground?
It depends. It's your choice. I mean, we have a whole range of inks. So we have one ink that's erasable with Windex, which is really big in the tilt-up world. So they do tilt-up construction for data centers. Well, the data center or the warehouse people have to do their own layout, so they want your marks gone. So that's why we have that. We have some that fades in sunlight on purpose over a few weeks, all the way up to permanent, and everything.
Thought of everything. I'm trying to.
We're the ink people, So that's one of the things that led us down this path is we have such a strong suit in that space and some really great chemists, and we think.
So it's not just that you guys are going out and doing the prints; people are buying it to do it. Companies are buying.
Correct. Yeah. So and we've sold hundreds of them. So from small, we've got one interiors contractor in El Paso that they probably only do 500,000 square feet a year, all the way up to the biggest companies you can think of from a construction or a logistics standpoint.
It also gonna, prolong careers. So the way I got in sales, I slipped and fell at work, and I did a lot of damage to my shoulder that was repaired surgically. I couldn't survey anymore. So this is about 7-8 years ago. So at the time, if this would have been around, I could have still stayed in the industry. So because you're not bending over all day, you're not swinging hammers, you're not, crawling on your hands and knees, this is really going to prolong careers of a lot of guys too.
I remember, I used a hammer for everything. 4-inch spikes all the time,
Oh, yeah.
3.5. And my buddy, he comes in with an air compressor. Oh, look at this tool. And he's got the gun. I'm like, what, like, you lazy? Here I am playing with it. But I was honest. What are you, lazy? I bet you I can hammer faster than you.
We're dating ourselves, Mike.
I couldn't. And then that's when I bought myself a compressor and realized, and it wasn't about that I could be faster with the hammer. It was about the efficiency. And once I realized, when I had all the proper air tools, now we got battery nailers, which I love.
Yeah, me too. I'm
more efficient. To be exact with this product is the best part of this. And saving, one person could do it faster, exact, with no mistakes.
And I mean, you're getting better and faster at it. Not really much for mistakes. The hardest part that we're hearing from contractors is, just because it is new tech and it's a new learning curve, is people need to get on all on the same schedule. This is going to bring kids into the trades too, right? I mean, a lot of them, they look at it and, when they're talking with their parents, it's like, hey, the trades are hard on your body. So anything we can do to kind of alleviate some of that too, makes it a little more attractive. They can come in and be, hey, I'm going to run this. I'm going to sit in front of the computer, do my design work. I'm going to go out and be able to do this, even though, they're a carpenter or they're a plumber or electrician. They're saving their body long term. So, it's a big thing. Anything that we can do to make guys' lives easier out on the job site, and especially if they're getting the same type of work or better work out of it, why not, right? It's a win for everybody. So I think the building construction market, when they look at it, is probably the largest room for growth, or one of our biggest areas for growth in all Canada and all the, the entire world. So I get excited when I get this out to people.
I'd take my hat off to you. It's like this is
Thank you.
Amazing stuff to me. Amazing. I still swing the hammer. I still do what I do. But at least in my mind, I know we're going to lay it out on the floor. I've taught my guys to do this and become, make it a habit that you do it this way and keep the site clean, keep the site safe. You got to keep watching the innovative ideas that I'm going to keep bringing in here, because I do believe this is going to be some of the best things for the next generation. See you on the next one. Thank you, guys. If you like the show, check out the episode page on makeitright.ca for more tips. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Amazon Music. Subscribe so you don't miss an episode.